Hello, everybody, and welcome. We've got a little bit of something different for you today. This is not quite the update show you're used to. We've got some messing with some things going on in the realm, and so we're mixing things up as well. We've got the Desert Omens dev stream, so it's going to be a little bit more casual and a little less serious. We'll be interacting with chats a little bit more. We're just here to have a good time, and we hope you are too. We'll definitely be showing off a lot of cool stuff still. Don't worry, it's still going to be a lot of the same things you're used to, just a little bit more laid back than what an actual update show looks like. My name's Strixus, and I'm joined by Cryptic, who's up to my left, and Steve, who's up to my right.
Hey y'all, welcome. Let's have a good time.
I'm excited. It's nice to see you all. I see people popping off in chat. It's very sweet.
So, one of the things we wanted to do with this was make it a little more casual. So, we'll be, I know, Cryptic, you were talking about getting questions from Twitch chat.
Yes, indeed.
We're just gonna roll with it. This is a format that we're not like super used to, but we're just here to chill, chat, hang out. No, it's just not gonna be the same update show you're used to, but it's gonna be a fun time. So because it's more casual, we're kind of just chilling with some of the we don't have lower thirds for like production stuff for the show. We're just kind of gonna show off. We've got some content for y'all. Desert Omens, Omen doesn't necessarily specifically look like he's from the desert. So where's the desert part of the name come from?
He still hates sand, though.
He
That's
does.
important.
I mean, everybody hates sand. Can I say it's annoying. It's annoying.
It's coarse.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
You don't finish that sentence. No.
Live feed from legal.
So, y'all have seen some of the teasers. We'll be showing off a little bit of some of the content in game, as well for the Desert Omens patch, event pass. So I do want to ask. We're kind of just chilling here. What are some of your highlights what do y'all want to show off this patch, since we're doing this a little more informally?
I mean, how about we start with Sands of Myth 2? I think that's a fun one, right?
Okay.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. So we can. That's a little, but we got an audio voice line. So, all right, this is. Give me a second.
It's casual.
So we're gonna go ahead and I've got the wrong screen. Give me a second. We're gonna pull us all up here. So we're gonna show off the actual event pass in game to show off some of the content that you're getting. So one of them is this wonderful cat's paw mount that we can equip going into game. We've got some cool sprays. I wonder who that is.
Yeah, it's an interesting character we've got there.
We've got a bunch of different scarab art, beetle art, which is fantastic. Gator Boy.
It's Gator Boy.
He
will see you later, boy. Yeah.
Oh my lord! I'm about to kick you from the call. So there's some cool sprays. This one's actually one of my favorites. But let's talk about some. We'll show off the content in game too, so y'all see the content in game. But let's talk about some of these skins.
Yeah. There he is. This is the recolor of the Makoa skin. It's been a long time since Makoa has gotten a skin.
It's been a minute. Right?
Who better to embody the spirit of Sobek than our lovely turtle from the depths himself? I love the skin. In game, we'll show off just how cool it is.
They're both reptiles, right? It counts.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna be really upset, by the way, if I said that and then one of you corrected me. It's like, no, turtles are amphibians, dummy.
No, I'm willing to go down on the ship with you.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Chat, if turtles are amphibians, press 1.
Yeah.
if they're
I will
Not a
say,
game designer, not a
we
biologist.
we kind of
Yeah, sure.
glossed over it, but chat called it out a decent bit. There's a mount in the event pass that has not
That's
happened.
true. That is true.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
A long time. Yeah.
a long time.
So we also have a frame in the event pass, so there's a lot of stuff. A bunch of people pressing 3. That's not what I asked.
Deity
Not even one or
So
two.
this is the base. By the way, this is the base Makoa skin. If you wanted
Yes.
a more
Alive.
like general,
Yeah.
like general, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this one supposed to be? It's cold blooded. It's supposed to be undead, dead or
Yes.
undead kind of deal. Okay.
He has no pupils.
Yeah.
Ready to
The-
kill.
Oh yeah,
Makoa.
it's fair.
The
Yeah.
base Makoa Crocfather,
Guardian
as
deity.
those who are familiar with Sands of Myth, is that classic gold and green color scheme that kind of embodied the first pass. These are both spiritual successors, but also we wanted them to feel like they were just joining the group. You know, if you're someone who has that ROM skin already, now you have another tank who has a similar aesthetic going for it.
True.
Get a Sandsmith team going now. I think
Yeah,
we have enough space
true.
for every slot.
Yeah.
I think we do. So we've shown off both. Let's talk about the Weaver Reborn Lilith skin.
Oh, this skin is so good.
I'll say you'll also get a new reload animation with this skin.
This
'cause
is
he has a unique
true.
Weapon.
Oh,
So,
true. Yep.
we'll
We'll show that off. We'll
fidelity.
show that off
Yeah.
in game as well. Yeah, I really like the skin aesthetic for these. I'm a sucker for like Egyptian mythos, Egyptian like art style. Like yeah, this game's got me.
Against me.
This is a very full of good stuff
Eye of
pass.
Horus.
Like there's
Yeah.
you don't want to miss out on
Wait,
this one.
Oh, there's two. There's two. I completely forgot.
frames.
There's
Yeah.
two loading frames.
Two
in this,
loading
so you
frames,
get to
yep.
choose
This-
between two of
Also,
these.
this is something that some astute-eyed people will notice, but it's worth calling out. This pass is 30 levels long. This is not
That's
a
true.
24 level
It's
event
not a
pass.
24 level
This
event
is a
pass.
30 level event pass.
Yep.
We heard feedback from players that we've done a few less event passes this year, and that the 24 length wasn't, scratching the itch of playing throughout the time. So there's a
Yep.
few more levels for you to work through this entire time.
I'm gonna go ahead and load us into the game to show off a couple of these skins. So why did we come back to Sands of Myth?
Well, there's a few reasons. I know that the art team had some really exciting ideas. It's a theme that they were really passionate about. Also, a lot of our players stand that some of the Egyptian skins, some are a bit polarizing, some are a bit endeared, but all of
Sure.
them were some of our most beloved when it comes to quality and like vision. So we wanted to kind of revisit the theme and give that same level of passion and ideas towards some of our newer characters in Lilith's case. And in our older character's case, Makoa, he hasn't gotten a skin in, I think if I did the math, like 4 years. He has gone a long time. So older theme, older character. Might as well give them a nice little marriage.
All right.
I'm gonna have a shell.
Oh, true. For clarity,
Sorry,
the stream
Christian.
cannot see this, but this is the skin that this is the one that is the new one of this one, right?
Yes, that is the new one.
Yes.
Yeah, you can show that to them.
I
Yeah.
will. Oh, we will.
Uh-huh.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I promise. Chat, we're loading into game now. So Sands of Myth has returned. This is the second time we're kind of doing a recurring theme on a pass. The first
Yep.
time was Beach Bash, which was a
Shore Patrol.
Shore Patrol
Yeah.
like redux. And yeah, it was just a matter of us really being interested in kind of revisiting old themes. That we thought we had more in them. Also, when I show off the Makoa skin in game, it feels really it's very fun to use. So y'all got the preview. We're loading in now. Go ahead and
Roll Gator Boy.
swap in so you can see this. And what better place to show off our Sands of Myth skins than Shattered Desert?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Give me a second. I actually
Thorvald
turned the
is a
volume
tough
down.
adversary. Yeah.
Actually turned the volume down so that y'all couldn't hear me loading into games. I'm gonna do this real quick. So let's go ahead and get a weapon spec going. It's so
I love
colorful.
just how like
It's bright.
exactly right. It's so lavish.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the really strong things about the skin theme is we did a really good job with bright colors on neutral tones. I know a lot of when we get to that skin that we saw that they haven't seen yet, I feel like it emphasizes that already existing aspect of Sands of Myth.
Yep. Oop. So yeah, so he's very.
It isn't ready.
Okay.
And sun a bit.
Putting cooldown on.
Yeah, and those of you might have noticed. Ooh.
He's his tail wagging.
Yeah, he got a little tail action.
Oh, tail wag, got them scared.
Hold on, let's appreciate this gold chain.
Magnificent chain.
It's so nice. So during dev, Makoa's tail T-posed during the spin. And it was very funny to just have it stick straight up in the air while the was spinning around. Very, very funny.
I really love the energy the cannonballs have. I know it's just a simple like red, but it feels like you're shooting rubies at people, and I very much enjoy it.
And the shatter VFX when it hits, oh, it's so good.
As always, VFX killing it.
Oh,
As
absolutely.
always, right? Something you can count on.
Hold on, I might have. Okay, I'm good. I apologize. I hit my mic, and so that was bad. Okay.
Oh, that music.
Unique music, effects, all there. It's
I
been a while, but the skin you get is mwah, chef kiss.
my favorite thing on any Makoa skin is the theme it plays when you bring in the axe, and this one is like definitely one of my faves.
I'll play a couple of.
Say if you hook up, I think there is unique. In fact, I cannot recall exactly, but everyone will get their hands on it eventually.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna spawn a couple of
So
bots
big.
just to. Yeah.
While you spawn bots, I'm gonna look at Twitch chat and just see how everyone's doing.
Yeah. Hope you're all having a good day. It's we were really excited to have this be ready.
I love how the
Everything
shell
came
spins
together.
like that. Oh, if I could tell you stories about how difficult that shell spin was.
I think as a brief one, the first day we noticed it was like, oh.
Someone in Twitch chat
no.
mentioned lore. There actually is something I can point out next time we go to the main menu.
Okay. Sure.
We'll do that in a bit.
Yeah. We'll go there in between matches. But yeah, so this is the skin. I'll go ahead and play it, drop a couple of voice lines.
Capture the objective. Help. May luck be on our side. Enjoy yourself and thrive, my friends. Chase the enemy. Enemies behind us. Get over here.
Oh yeah. He's I don't know. He sounds very regal, very authoritative, almost pharaonic. He's a good turtle.
Hint of jovial.
Yeah.
It's a fun skin. This is a very fun skin.
skin.
Also, it's a way like if you thought Makoa was scary enough when he ults and it's some big turtle for anchor. Now he's got a big mouth and teeth and it's all scary.
Nice catch.
Which is great.
I'm gonna go ahead and transition us back to the main menu so that we can kind of set up for the next skin. Actually, so the art I think that you were trying to talk about is here, like behind us right now. So this is that's the lore you were referring to, Cryptic?
There's actually a bit more in this update. I'm trying to think of who I should be. Let's go to Ying. Go to Ying's character description.
Oh, okay.
The astute-eyed and the astute eyes of those of you who know lore will recognize that this description is slightly longer and different than the one that's currently in live. 50 champions have had their lore descriptions updated and changed for Sands of Myth and Desert Omens as a whole. From Tiberius's arrival all the way to Omen's arrival, there's some added nuggets that you'll be able to see when the game comes to live. And Ying is just one of my personal favorite ones that just has a few added bits of context, a few extra pieces of lore that you can consume in between chronicles or whatever next events we do. So I just thought I'd call that out because someone in chat mentioned it. And I was like, that is in this update. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That was just a huge the word escapes me. It was
undertaking.
It was a huge undertaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a ton of going back through characters, figuring out what we could actually add from what we've put out in the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these characters haven't had their descriptions updated since they released. Ying's
Yes.
like 6 years old.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm.
And so having characters with new lore is very exciting. Gonna go ahead and load into the next match. That's the wrong map. And we'll show off the Lillith skin next.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Very excited about this. Could I actually
It is Lilith time, yes.
It is Lilith
yes,
time,
indeed.
yeah. Although I realize I would rather actually have one of you in the match with me to show off the other side of the Lilith ult.
Okay.
So if I could get one of you to pop into dev with me.
I will gladly do so.
There are balance changes. We'll go over a couple of our favorites.
We'll give you guys some of that.
Getting there.
The full list will go live.
Right after the show, probably.
Right after the show.
Yep.
Very soon.
Yep.
All right. I'm setting up a custom now. Y'all can hop in.
Whoa.
All right. As we say in playtest, custom is up.
Oh, I yoinked it.
How dare you?
Custom is up.
I'll just keep
Not too
reading chat
fast.
then. You can play the video game.
All right. Turn.
Grover's my favorite.
True. Grover's also my favorite. Okay.
Someone raises an army
Customize
against
your
me.
champion.
Which one are you using?
And here we
Okay,
go.
I see.
The sun rises,
Weaver Reborn.
blood red.
All right.
Is Kasumi's kit being reworked? Kasumi is going through some changes. Nothing this update, but we're aware she needs
The
some
moon
love.
shines plainly on
And
our
we are not done
doors.
with her.
So, there's something on this screen that looks different than before. And I think chat is probably going to be able to tell, unless they're maybe red-green colorblind, in which case I apologize.
They don't need to worry about that for now. Let's just let's just let you know. Maybe we should pick Murder's Intent. It'd be funny.
Maybe we should pick Murder's Intent to be funny.
Also, something that's really fun about this skin is the swarm placement.
5, 4,
That effect is
3,
really fun.
2,
Oh my, one of
Oh
my
yeah, no,
favorites.
I love the swarm effects here.
done.
Also, here is one of our cat mount skin. Here's our cat mount skin. I love the eye tattoo on the back.
Hmm.
So we're talking about a new. Was it a new reload animation? It's
That's
also
right.
got a relatively new weapon inspect because there's
Yeah, sigils
there's
pop
a-
up.
Yeah, full weapon, bunch of new VFX. So yeah, let's go ahead and show off this new reload animation then.
Also in chat, someone said, "What's the name of the new mount?" Cat's Paw is the one in the event pass. There is a second cat mount as
Yes.
well, so that'll be available for direct purchase, I believe.
Beware.
Ooh.
Look at that placement. It's
I
like
adore
glyphs.
all of the imagery in all of these skins. They're so good.
Being swarmed.
Unlucky.
Oh, bro, we got a lot of new VFX,
Right.
a lot of new VO audio. It's all great.
So I'm gonna go ahead and energize so we can show off the alt, and then I'll run around in 3P for a moment so chat can see all around the character. So here's... Oh, okay.
It's a sword.
To the person in chat who said the skin has bugs. Technically, yes, the skin does have
Yeah,
bugs.
I mean,
It's the sword.
They have a lot of bugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
you
all
get
right here.
look at all those bugs. Look at them go.
So do you want to pop alt?
Let's see. Oh, don't have dead on this one.
Beware.
Might need to get the other account.
Oh, unlucky.
Maybe that'll run back real quick and grab some
Sure.
items.
Yeah. So I can go ahead and show off 3P on this character.
Just gotta farm a little bit.
Enemies are capturing.
You got it. Do you want me to spawn you some bots?
Yes, please do. This is the most casual I've ever streamed. I
Yeah.
love it.
This just
Is
feels
it-
like one of my streams where I just like do a bunch of GM commands everywhere.
We're making it work.
We haven't turned ourselves into the payload yet, so we're being a bit reserved.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good video.
That's a really good video. This is not exactly what the person asked in chat, but while we're waiting for bot spawn, someone mentioned the anniversary tokens. In the Desert Omens update, we won't be continuing to give out anniversary rewards, so the anniversary rewards tab will disappear. However, if you still have tokens in your inventory, whether it be for a champion or one of the skins, you'll still be able to spend those throughout the Desert Omen patch, just in case, you know, you logged in, you earn it, and then you didn't spend it before you took a break. You'll be able to hop back in and unlock a champ or get a limited skin with that currency still.
I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, they're both right there.
Nuisance.
Yeah, I see one of them.
Fine dining.
Oh, wild. There's two of
Hey,
them.
I know there's a second one that I can hit. So alright, I got the ultimate.
Nice.
I'm in
Okay.
no debt
We'll
of
go ahead and cast it.
Give me one
Looking up
second. I'm
the
gonna
spot.
pop back into 1P. Go ahead and hit it.
Alright.
Rises.
Look up. It's spooky if you look up.
Oh yeah.
Locusts
Holy.
and swarms.
Wait, that's so crazy. I don't think I have looked up during that ult before. That's wild. That's so cool.
Because he's fighting for our lives.
That's awesome. Wait, does it work when I do mine too? No, it only is when your
No.
opponent does it. Cool.
It only terrifies us.
True.
Someone asked if we could do her jump in 3P so we can see the wings on it.
Ooh,
Sure.
that's a good one. Those wings are pretty. I think the F.
Yeah, also your lead. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, there, yeah. You see.
Oh.
She's gorgeous. I really love this skin for Lilith, and I already like Lilith skins. And is this the first event pass skin Lilith has gotten since release? Is this her first foray?
I'd have to double check.
Yeah.
I believe
Pretty
so.
sure.
What a start to her streak with them.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pop a couple of voice lines.
Alright.
That's the wrong button.
You're still as one. Sweet honey.
Oh.
Spread out. Flank left. Solid. To compare such perfection to others.
Yes, Makoa
Awesome.
and Lilith will be in the event pass, and their recolors are also in the event pass. So same as every other event pass, there's the base version and then another colored version. The base versions for both of these are very traditional Sands of Myth, and then the two recolors are more undead themed. So you'll notice that I think it's more apparent in the Makoa skin, his eyes are fully whited out.
Yes.
Cryptic, you want to take this one since that account has dev on it?
Oh yeah, sure. I am.
So I was just
real.
gonna load in with this last skin without
Okay.
without somebody, because I don't think it needs another person for this one.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we will need more people for our champion showcase.
Choose your
Yeah.
champion. Grover's my
Alright.
favorite.
Good, let me see. Y'all saw her in the
Kinessa.
event pass.
Customize your champion.
We have
quiet.
done an alternate
Too quiet.
skin
What's
for
that?
Dune Strider Kinessa
It's real good.
called Sandstrider, with a slightly different, like a different color scheme.
You're in the way.
And I love the red on the gun. Actually, give me 1 second. I will come back to that. I want to mess with a setting quick. All right, and we're back.
Battle is about to begin.
To the people
I
in
love that
chat
the
who
shots
mentioned,
actually look like scales.
to people in
Mhm.
chat who mentioned a Geneff skin, I think Geneff has bigger problems headed his way.
True.
Happy birthday, by the way. You know.
Oh yeah, today is Jenna's
What a-
birthday, and his reward is
perfect day,
getting a very
A nemesis.
nemesis. I don't know if Jenna sees Omen as a nemesis. We'll get into that.
Yeah, the one-sided rivalries.
Right.
So yeah, this red is very like pops. It's gorgeous. Got it. I love the color of the hood and the hair. Like this
Really
is
pops.
this is more my like color palette than Dune Strider, and I'm very down. So not much to show off. This will have the same voice pack as Dune Strider, but
In the zone.
she is in the zone. And yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
The VFX really sell me every time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, since we're here, we can show off a couple more.
Don't blink.
Some of these are going to be the same. Actually, I was going to say I'll take off reposition, but that's going to require more time than I think I want to spend with just a small VFX trail. It'll be very similar to the Dune Strider, but it'll be in the same red that you saw of the VFX in 1P. So yeah, that
think-
plus our 2 cat skins are our main content for this patch.
I think there is one more skin we can show off just in the champion menu. We don't have to go
Sure.
too deep with it. But could you go to Tyra?
Oh, we do. No, absolutely, we do
Yes.
need to show off Tyra.
Yeah, no, we should go to Tyra, I think.
Yeah, I completely forgot about this one. That's Shaolin.
Tyra.
Guns
all
out,
right.
guns out.
Hold on, we're not in game. We're not in game yet. What's the first
They don't
one
get to
called?
see. I think that's the first
That's one.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go in game with her, but look, it's summer. We're hitting the beach. Meet Daisy Dukes Tyra. She got her swimsuit, got her shorts on, got her sunflower top.
You know, I've heard a lot of people mention last update or anniversary. They're like, we usually get a summer skin. We didn't get a summer skin. And I was like, well, now you're getting 2 summer
Look,
skins.
summer is not. Summer only just begun.
Yeah, we're still in summer. We still have time to kick around.
Here's the other one, by the way. We'll go in game with one of these. Do y'all have a preference?
Let's see. We might. I mean, judging by what we have right now, we might just want to. I'm not sure.
All
If
right,
you look
I'll
at
choose.
the
I'll choose.
chat real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's just so ready for the beach.
It is.
I'll go in.
It's a fun. It's lifeguard themed as well, so you have some fun voice
Yeah.
lines But I think for now we might want to move on. We have some special treats for them.
We
'Cause
do. I
if
think it's worth showing off the skin in game though. We've got a bunch of
Look at the-
VFX.
True, it does. But look at Slack real quick,
Sure.
just so we keep on the same page, because I think we got some stuff coming down the pipe.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, this
think
Tyra
that
skin's
works,
so good. This Tyra skin's so
True.
good. It's all the VFX are water. Yeah, I think. Give me
Hard to
1 second. Yeah, it is. It's so good. I'm going to see. So we were dealing with that skin being, I guess, work in progress. And so we're going to, I'm going to show off some of the VFX, at least in game, so that y'all can see just how good especially the firebomb. The firebomb is
Firebomb's fun. It's thematic, you know.
Oh yeah.
Last thing you want in summer is a big
fire.
fire.
Is it a firebomb or is it a water balloon? That's
Right.
that's kind of what. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna pop us into game. And turn the volume back up.
This voice pack is also very fun.
It is.
Overall, the skin got a lot of
Battle
treatment.
is about to begin.
So yeah,
Super
just a water
simple.
gun. And then, oh my gosh.
That voice line is so toxic.
I also love when the firebomb, the building's called firebomb, right? But when she throws it, it's the water bottle now.
It's
Which
just-
is
yeah.
the funniest thing to me.
Just
So let's spawn a bot. Got a little pulsing
The
water on the
water.
side. Just so much water VFX. Also, the sound design on this ability is gorgeous. Like,
They're behind us. I gotcha.
so yeah, this very good.
Good luck. I'm not finished. Have fun. Oh yeah, baby. Good luck. Good game. Whoops.
She's just so casual.
Oh yeah, baby.
I love it. She's just so like she sounds like she's ready for the beach. It's so good.
I love I love our breath of skins. This patch we have some very dramatic and like themed on Sands of Myth. I love these. And we got Tyra coming out, rocking, ready for a party. Like, let's go, beach party.
Yeah, it was so good. So that was Daisy Dukes Tyra. Those will be coming to you alongside the rest of the skins in PTS. Our goal for PTS, by the way, before we show off the last couple of things, our goal for PTS is this week. We don't know exactly when. We're working on getting a couple of things squared away before the build is ready to go to the public. Namely, some changes, some fixes that need to be brought over for our newest character in the realm.
Icy.
Yeah. So y'all have seen Omen around. He's a boy. He's a baby boy.
The realm's
Yes.
biggest hater.
I think
Gotta
we
wake
should.
up real early every day.
Let's just dip over to Omen's champion tab for a bit and
Sure.
spend some time there.
Omen.
Look at all these new
'Cause
abilities.
There's a lot to be consumed very
Oh,
quickly,
that's
and I feel
not
like
the-
yeah, we'll get to that skin.
in due
All
time.
right. I'm going to cut our webcams off real quick so players can see this in its entirety. So welcome to Omen. We've got our short description on the side. He's so edgy. He's got so many skulls.
He has a few
A
skulls,
certain,
just a few.
a certain art director would be proud.
Yeah, truly. So, as people might know if they caught yesterday's teaser, Omen is our newest champion and is very much from the Abyss, not as much as a product of the Abyss.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a grudge against cosmic gods and Genos. Whether or not that's valid is up to interpretation. As his description here will say, he climbed a volcano and expected to find some support, and he did not find any there. You can ask yourself if that seems reasonable to expect gods on top of a volcano.
I mean, you'd think you'd find
It worked for
volcano
one.
gods.
Yeah, you might find like Makoa if you were lucky.
Yeah. So we'll go. These are his ability descriptions. We'll go into game with him in just a moment, and then we'll show you some of his skins after we go into game. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into game. He's definitely ready for some action.
Omen is a very what's the word I'm looking for? When you play him, get ready to feel the eyeliner start to come on and the hair start to get dyed. You're gonna feel and embrace.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in the community
cool.
are like, he sounds a little goofy, and I just want to say, he is.
Yeah,
and that's why we love him.
You know, sometimes you're evil and you're menacing, and sometimes you're evil and you're a bit goofy about it. And I feel like that doesn't take away from how much raw power he has. I mean, you'll see that very shortly, but he is definitely goofy.
Mm-hmm. All right, can I get one of y'all to hop into this game? I'm gonna show off.
Will this one need dev?
Yeah, preferably.
Okay, then you might want to take that.
Yep, I'll take it.
Okay.
Un momento.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Omen is a damage character.
Yes, indeed.
He
choose your champion.
Has the potential to blur the line a little bit between damage and flank. He has a couple of different modes on his weapon, which we'll show off. Oh, why is this not showing
Customize your champion.
Default, please.
Little preview what's to come.
Oh yeah, you can see the skins at the bottom. It's okay.
I always like Golden Omen really like takes the cake. I love that so much.
Golden Omen is
so sick.
Is great. So Omen's first ability is, I mean, I guess just ability in general is he has a gun. We'll show off the gun.
Yeah.
It looks you know, menacing. It's got a skull on it.
Straight from the abyss.
Oops. But also look kind of familiar.
Battle is about to begin.
But in a very not familiar way.
Yes. So I know there was a lot of people in the community as we got closer to Omen. We're like, well, what is Omen exactly? He has obviously a connection to Genos. He has a little bit of a similar vibe when it comes to his view of the cosmos. But as his abilities will show you shortly, he is his own man. And oh boy, does he do a lot of very funny things with that fact.
Yeah. So the first thing that he's got, actually, let's show off his 3P.
Menacing smile.
Oh, yeah.
A fireworks celebration.
Yeah. You know, goofy. So, his first ability is gun. And so he's got a shotgun.
Yes, the Aphotic Reaver is a very fun name.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-cache Cassie, please, for me. So I'm gonna be mean to some Cassie bots.
Understood.
As is tradition.
Oh, I missed pre-cache class.
I
Would
see
it
some people.
really
I see
be-
some people in the chat noticing that the gun does not seem like a shotgun, and there's a reason why that
There's
exists.
for that.
We'll
So,
get it.
so you fire it. It's a shotgun. It's got kind of medium spread. Max base damage is 500 shot. But interestingly, so that's tap to fire. If you tap to fire, you get the gun firing at this rate, and if you hold down the button, the fire rate slows a little bit, but the gunfire, the spread tightens.
Yeah. It's a very efficient mid-range kind of weapon. Though that fire mode, like when it enters that second mode, which we call Encumbra mode, you have a second of not firing. Once you stop firing for a hot second, it will return back to the shotgun.
Yep.
So giving you a little bit more control over how you want to engage with combat.
So you can fire close distance and fire faster, or you can hold down the button, fire a little slower, but have a little bit better range.
So the people
So
in chat, who are concerned about damage fall off, he does have it. It's just one mode is a lot more aggressive than the other. Like if I were to be shotgunned from like this distance, it doesn't do much, but once you hold, you get a little bit more out of it. Not a ton, but it does start falling off fairly quickly.
Yep. I'm showing off some of the damage numbers now. So that's the first ability. That's his gun. His right click is Deadly Domain, and he spawns a pool of damage that grows over time.
Poisons enemies within it.
Yep. There's a
And
little bit of a
that's, you know,
dot, and it's just
There's a little bit more to it, though. You'd think, oh, an AoE damage, that's not bad. No, it's not bad at all. But gonna tie in real quick to Omen's passive, actually, which is Ominous Brand. So certain abilities, like Aphotic Reaver, will apply a brand on their head. This brand triggers additional effects from some of his abilities, specifically one of them being Deadly Domain. Now, if someone is branded and inside Deadly Domain, they will be slow for 30% as long as they're branded. So Omen really wants to make sure he's kind of comboing the opponents he's on so they get that maximum benefit, because damage is not bad, but slowing them inside it as well is a really deadly combination.
So that's Deadly Domain. You can kind of place it at a couple of different angles. You could place it up ramps, up hills. It kind of just spreads wherever you want it. It molds to the terrain. It's pretty utile. He also has a talent that gives him 2 charges.
Very control oriented.
So that's this. This ability is also going to look kind of reminiscent of something else, but it does feel very different, and it's got some play to it. So we're going to talk about Gravity Vice. I needed to remember the name of it. The names change. So for clarity, names change of abilities a lot in dev. This ability used to be not named this.
All iterative.
So you can see Omen lifts his enemy up, but it's similar to a certain character we know, but then pushes them away. After doing so, I believe, so after doing so, they take damage. On the throw, you can dash out of the lift, or use a movement ability out of the lift, or kill him before you get thrown to not take damage, not get
the best
thrown.
CC.
But yeah, there's some fun things where you throw people off of the map. You always throw people away from you. So if I spawn a Cassie bot and I lift her here and then walk over here, she will go that way. If I do this, she will go that way. So the throw always goes the opposite direction of you, even if you're turning around. So if I do this and then turn around, she will still go that way. It will just always go away from Omen.
This is this other ability, by the way, that will combo with Omen's passive of Ominous Brand. When an enemy is branded and pushed, when they're pushed, not on the lip, but specifically when they're pushed, they will be ignited and take 100 damage over 3 seconds, and also be marked for that just same duration and take 15% bonus damage from Omen. So this is a really powerful benefit if you mark someone first, and helps Omen really kind of prioritize dealing damage to that one target he really wants to take down. A benefit of this move as well to help, since you know that Aphotic Reaver has that ramp to lead into the range mode. It's like, oh, if I push someone away, it's kind of, I'm stuck in a shotgun. When you push someone with this ability for 2 seconds after you've pushed them, you will be automatically set to the narrowest spread. So that allows Omen to really play with range. Get someone away, I'm immediately in range mode, and you can start pecking them down.
Chad has a very good question, which I think is worth us mentioning. How does resilience affect it? Is it both the grab and the throw? Is it just one?
I believe it makes the grab last less time and the throw less potent.
Yes.
This should be it.
In terms of strength. So it should affect both.
Yeah. I remember in playtest, if you have Resil 3, the grip
you basically
is still...
just get thrown.
Yeah. You basically, like, you basically are just thrown, and the throw is not that far at all. I feel like it's more of like a shove at that stage.
Yeah. So Omen's fourth ability is a little dash.
Take me away.
That the ability's name specifically is Dark Stride. He dashes and spawns some flames behind him.
That trail will do 10 damage, but every 0.1 seconds, it hurts. It will hurt if you stand in it, so be careful. And a fun thing about this ability is that you can dash in the direction you're moving, not the way you're facing.
Yep.
So that means Omen has a lot of versatility when it comes to getting in and out of engagements. Though its cooldown's decently hefty at 10 seconds, and you don't, with a shotgun, it's very important to control the range you're at. So
Yep.
Controlled dashing. Don't just dash everywhere. You might end up putting yourself in a worse place.
And that's plenty of times in the test.
Sure. Also, if you dash and collide, go.
So go ahead.
Say if you dash, you can also collide with someone. It deals a little bit of damage, but more importantly, it knocks them back and applies the ominous brand. So it's an excellent ability to kind of put someone in that perfect meat shot range with the shotgun. Like you get in on them, boot them away, and boom, right? Perfect shot.
You can also see the mark above Omen's head. That is the ominous brand passive. Interestingly, so you can. I was talking about Dark Stride, or sorry, moving to throw people. If you are back to a ledge, then you can lift somebody up and then dash past them, and they get thrown off the map.
Don't corner Omen.
Any clips that you post of that, any clips that you get of that in PTS, send my way. I will enjoy every one of them. It is one of my favorite things to do in playtest. It is so good.
It's very risky to corner Omen. So just be positionally aware when you're fighting this character.
My favorite thing that I've done in playtest is throw somebody into the fidget spinner on Splitstone Quarry.
Yeah, that's somebody a fun one.
Somebody was on the point and wasn't aware that I had crept up to the side and lifted them and threw them into the fidget spinner. It was great. All right.
There's another. I mean, the final part of this kit is another great thing to throw them into.
True.
Very enjoyable.
So, we'll let this speak for itself. Bye.
Be careful, y'all. Be careful.
So, Space anybody? This is Omen's ability, Heavens Asunder. You call forth a giant pillar of darkness, and anything that gets close to it gets obliterated.
This ultimate, you may have noticed when you start up, Omen becomes CC immune, gets some damage resistance, and can move at a slower rate. This ult takes a hot second to start up, and that's pretty intentional because while it has a very controlled area of effect for this little bit of duration. You'll see at the start here, that's a blind. While you're within this ultimate, before the damage starts, you are perpetually blind. So that's your cue to get out of dodge. Then once the beam actually begins, you take an incredible amount of damage that not even our fan favorite Yagoroth can survive without some special intervention. So
we've tried, by the way.
It's a very, very control-oriented ability as well, because while it does a lot of damage, part of it is almost just the fear. On certain maps, like imagine Jaguar Falls, right? We have a lot of smaller hallways and doorways leading to that center point, and the well-placed Omen ult can lock off an area. You can risk dashing through it, but it deals 666 damage every 0.15 seconds. So without a very calculated or very powerful movement ability, you might not have a good time kind of sneak through that doorway.
And
do you want to show off the enemy version of it, by the way?
Oh yeah, sure.
Run!
So you can see the VFX while you're inside of it.
We must cover the flank, fools. Yow!
And yeah, that's just
Now you die.
it is a very thematic blind. It's a very visually appealing blind. That might be ironic.
That's
But no, it looks really good. The VFX are really well done. It really looks like, oh my gosh, I'm about to die.
Yeah. And the
Cherry
fun
on
thing
top.
about you go.
Okay, cherry on top, when this ultimate hits you, it also applies Ominous Brand. So if you do survive, be careful. That pool that you walk into is not going to slow you. That push is going to be a little bit stronger. As something, I'm not sure if Chad has asked this, but just to clarify, you were just revealed now when you enter the ult. That is not part of the ultimate. Omen's first talent gives a reveal to his passive. So it gives him a little bit more utility when it comes to kind of controlling spaces, since he
I
has much
also
more availability.
Saw a few comments in chat about the ult's usability and like if it's avoidable or how you can set up for it. In a team fight, there's a lot of options. There's other ults that combo in. There are different abilities you can use, but also Omen himself can place his ult, and don't forget, he can grab and throw people. So like if you drop an ult and someone's just standing somewhere, you can kind of line it up, and I like to call it ult bowling, where you place your ult and then you like line them up and you just throw them into it. And anyone squishier than like a Victor is just instantly gone.
Yeah. We can talk about he has a couple of different talents. You talked about Ominous Brand revealing enemies. He's got another one. So how Omen's gun ramps down into the kind of line rifle, you can just pick that up as a talent where every shot is slower, but this line rifle, it's a little slower than the ramped down speed of the gun before. But it is more accurate. It's a little bit more for longer range dueling. And it's a very, very worthy alternative to the more aggressive version of Omen getting in with a faster shotgun style gun. So that is Umbralance. And it does everything else the gun would do. It just is a little bit slower and tighter spread the entire time.
Very simple and sweet talent. Like if you want that consistency out of Omen, that's your talent.
And while Omen is,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, Omen is like pretty much his own character. It is a little funny that for all the binary star Genoses, there is kind of a talent that it's different, but it's yet another weapon talent that changes the weapon's function to be a bit slower.
Yep. As we mentioned before, Genos. Jeez, you made me
I got you. I bamboozled you.
He wants to be him so bad. Omen's
It's
third
not
talent
about him. It's about me.
Binary Void, Deadly Domain now has 2 charges. So you can kind of control space with pools. Which is really fun.
This talent particularly will combo very well with some of Omen's cards.
Yep.
And You'll be able to experiment with that when the time comes. But
Yep.
It gives Omen a lot of versatility, like was mentioned, where Omen already has pretty powerful area control, can push people away, can slow them in an area, can deny an area for 6 seconds with a giant laser. But now you get to have twice as much. Though it does increase the cooldown, so not as often, but very powerful still.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's Omen. We'll
We
go
could
check
we
out-
could
Oh, we should do voice lines as well.
Yeah, we could do a few voice lines. Also, once we exit game, we can briefly give them a look at the cards, like a little sneak.
The enemy's skill already offers enough humor.
Dang.
Invite the Queen's chaos. As the mortals say, GG.
Oh my god.
Good luck. Do have fun with the killing, would you? You're almost worthy. None of you can match up to my pure skill.
He's so edgy.
If you're someone who loves the goofy edge of like a 90s shooter, you're in heaven right now. This is your dreamscape. You've found it. He swear he's him. He's the real deal. He's gonna get all those gods and he's gonna do so well at it.
It's about me.
So we're gonna transition to the main menu and show off a couple of his other pieces of content real quick. As well as I think we can show off the MVP poses. So I'm gonna go no camera for a moment so we can see the entire skin. This is Carrion.
One of my favorite things about the Omen skins is that heart in his chest changes per skin. The default has a different VFX for the beat, and Carrion has its own beat. They're all very unique and very fun.
Yep. You can see, this one's like pulsing and crackling with energy. This one's almost like bleeding. And then there's Sonej that is almost like a vortex in the middle.
Yeah. Now you'll notice Sonej is rocking the mask, and I just think he really wants to be him so bad.
So bad.
It's so bad.
And then Golden Omen is gorgeous too. Just like the gilding of the bones.
That sheen looks so nice.
He's so bright.
For the players that golden skins are the ultimate status symbol, this Omen in particular is quite a flex. You're getting a lot of gold for your buck here. I'll just put it that way.
It's true.
Weight in gold.
So we saw his emote in game. We can show off his other MVP pose. And that's Omen. Everyone, welcome to the newest damage champion of the realm.
Yeah.
He's excited
Combos
to meet
galore.
Yeah, we could show them the cards real quick, couldn't we?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We don't have to go into all of them, but let's give them the cards.
No. Let's go to the cards.
Yeah. I'm sure someone will screenshot them and do a 7-minute dissection. So
sure.
Yeah.
There are some fun choices.
There are some very funny and goofy ones. Are there any you want to call out, Steve?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like chat's probably gonna already see it, but right. Well, let's the elephant in the room, the one directly coming behind me. More. This card is very fun. And I know what y'all are thinking. Damage on a card? That's ridiculous. It is powerful. I will give you that damage, but the trade-off is massive. You are losing half your ammo at level 1. And at max level, you essentially convert Omen into a double-barrel shotgun, where you hopefully do not miss, or good luck. Now, 40% damage is a good chunk, but in practice, this will be much more... it's not as strong as it looks. I will say that. We play tested it, and it's fun. It's a very fun card. But be careful. Don't fall for the trap super hard. Yeah. It's a very fun card, but be ready.
I'm very excited for it purely because I finally get to watch people rush deft hands again. I look, it's
There you go.
it's very
been a minute since we've had
been
a
a
character
hot
that
minute.
rushed deft hands.
Yeah.
I think Betty was our last deft
Rush
hands
deft hands?
character.
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
I don't think Deft Hands 3 is that insane with more at max rank, just because
No.
the reload still, like, you can still die during you die during the reload.
Yeah, you're not invincible. You're just reloading a little bit faster.
Yep.
And you trade off that Omen's kit, he is built in with that range. So if you don't take the second talent and you take a lot of points of more, you are taking away that ability to kind of
Ramp
engage
down
with
your
range.
gun.
So
Yep.
yeah, like that Cassier Leon half down the map just saw you. Good luck.
There's a lot of interesting play with some of Omen's cards into the talents, and there's a lot of very niche play styles. I know I was someone who was a more close range person where I would use everyone dies and more and have exclusively a double barrel shotgun, versus a lot of people really fell in love with the Umbral Lance 2-shot. I pretending I'm Octavia now version of it.
That's my style. Yeah, you're fading being a sniper.
Yeah.
That's my preferred play style. You feel kind of almost like a Cassie in that sense.
Oh yeah.
There are some fun interactions. You can kind of really mold your play style of Omen. Yep. This one's more goofy than anything, but we talked about how the trail leaves, the trail that's left behind with the dash. That's another way to control space. If you take Lightless at max rank, your trail will last as long as the cooldown. Yep. So Omen could have that wall up almost in perpetuity and just kind of be able to have some way to deter people from coming close if he's playing Umbral Lance, or deter them from leaving if he's really up close. There's a few ways Omen can play with space, and I think y'all are gonna really get a kick out of it.
Yep. All the rest you can see on the PTS when it releases later this week. Our goal is as soon as possible. We've got a couple, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we've got a couple of things to work on.
Yep.
Do we have any questions? Any biting questions?
As we're taking this, I will say, if anyone is curious or worried about cards being too strong, play PTS. Give us that feedback. We read them, we act on them. It's immeasurably helpful when we hear from y'all. So go have fun, but also
someone's asking, we have skins in Omen, what else? There'll be LTM reshuffles. Remixed will be going away, so we'll be having a few refreshed LTMs, 1 or 2 new ones coming into the fold. We'll share more about those in the future. We also have done balance. We didn't talk a ton about this, but I've been taking a few notes of what characters people have mentioned when asking about balance during the stream. One person asked, Vora buff. There is one. If Steve would like to go into that, I will let him.
I don't mind. So Vora is a special character where statistically, right, you look at her and her Vora doesn't perform that poorly. She does actually pretty okay. But talent-wise, there's a really big discrepancy, specifically on her third talent, Deafening Silence, which got buffed a while back, but then we kind of left it as it is. We wanted to watch her and see how she progressed, and we feel comfortable making this change now. Vora's changes are very centered on that talent in Obliteration. Now that talent will silence for 2.5 seconds, up from 1.65. So be careful. If she dives on you with that, you will be put in a very bad place. Though, you still have access to your weapon, which is good. Obliteration's damage also went up from 5 to 600. And I believe, let me double check real quick. I think its cooldown went down as well.
Yes.
So yeah, now she'll have a much more aggressive and powerful tool when it comes to that ability. And if you spec into that talent, almost kind of a control way, you can dive onto a point, obliterate their front line, their silence for 2.5 seconds. That's a non-insignificant amount of time to not be able to put up your shield or use your damage mitigation ability. And gives her a little bit more space to engage in team fights other than getting in there, blowing up us for doing some damage, because she's kind of vulnerable when she gets in there. So have fun with that one.
all that and more. A couple of more teasers. We won't go into all of them right now, but patch notes will be up shortly after the show ends. What you're in store for: IO buffs, Corvus buffs, Lex nerfs, Betty shifts, I believe. Maybe some slight nerfs.
They're closer to nerfs, I'd say.
And a couple of other things. So stay tuned for that. They will be up on our website right or shortly after this.
Actually, now.
Are they live? They're live now.
There you go.
Actually, go to
Enjoy
our website and check out the buffs. We're gonna wrap up here. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, a certain Axe Maniac will be running a little faster. So
that's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I hope you all are ready for that one. In playtest, that one has a lot of merit to it. So,
yep. That's it for us here today. We hope you enjoyed the slightly different, a little more casual style of updating you about what's coming to the realm in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for PTS. Keep an eye on socials, and we'll have more information for you soon. And we hope that we're excited to spend some time with the Desert Omens content. Makoa and Lillith send their regards, as does Tyra from the beach. And
Yes.
we really hope you enjoy your time with Omen. That's all for us. See you soon.
See ya.
see you in the realm.
If I can, if I could.